Like many manufacturing-based cities in the Midwest, Dayton has in the past been a much more bustling place than it is now. In the years right after World War II, Dayton hit its peak population of over 260,000 people. But in the years since, population has dwindled due to the loss of manufacturing jobs and suburban sprawl. This has left the city of Dayton with a problem or an opportunity.
Well, the city currently mows about 6,000 lots, some that we own, some that we don't. We have areas that are just, a single lot between two houses, and then we have areas that are 30 and 40 acres.
I think that some cities would probably kill for the amount of land the city of Dayton has. So I believe that we just have to figure out how to use it.
All this empty land could be an opportunity, but right now, it's an expense.
Of the 6,500 lots that we mow, we spend about $2.5 million annually on that. And it's $2.5 million that we think could be spent in better ways.
So city leaders have decided to experiment with urban agriculture as an opportunity to transform these lands from vacant to vibrant.
I'm Dayton Mayor Ryan McGlynn, and we are adjacent to our pilot project on an urban agricultural project. The City of Dayton's role in this project is to provide the land, but to also oversee it. And if it works well, then the pilot project can not only move from other places in Dayton, but other areas.
I'm the Program Assistant for Agriculture and Natural Resources. And what we are bringing to the project is the technical expertise of the university and also our research projects.
I'm Dan Ross with the USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service. My job basically is sharing what has been done across the state of Ohio and hopefully the things that aren't working so they don't make the same mistakes.
The goals of the project are twofold. One, for the city to work out our internal issues to see if this is going to be replicated in the future, how we can make it smoother for the end user, OSU or any other community groups. Second, the city has about 15,000 vacant structures that we have to get rid of, and so rather than mowing them after they're demolished, we're looking for alternative uses that can provide opportunities for communities to come together and do something engaging rather than just looking at a vacant lot.
The city of Dayton is hoping to learn a couple of things. One is if it is economically viable. Two, this is a great opportunity for some of our immigrants to get food that they normally couldn't get. And then three, how do we set policies in place to recreate this across the city? Dealing with water issues, for example, is a big issue, how to get water on these properties, setting the policies in place for that.
Well, the big issue for urban farm projects, there are a few. One is the water is in the ground, through our pipes, but getting it, especially in vacant land, we've pulled up many of the meters, and so the city has to come back and re-tap the lines. Zoning is an issue, and also yard standards. Most yard standards don't allow the plant or the grass to be higher than 6 inches. Well, that's clearly not going to work for your tomatoes, corn, or pole beans. So it's a matter of working with the city and really just letting us know what you're doing, and so that we know that it's a farm or an agriculture project and not just weeds that are growing out of control. Zoning restrictions as far as hoop houses and larger sheds are pretty flexible, and we can work with any property owner on placement and design. We're going to do an audit and go through and find out where there are impediments to doing urban agriculture.
Wherever those impediments are, city leaders say they're committed to removing them. They think community gardens and other urban agriculture projects could be an important tool, not only for making use of empty land, but providing food for Dayton's large immigrant population, providing healthier options throughout the city's many food deserts, and bringing people together to work constructively to revitalize their city.
Dayton has always been a very independent city, and we kind of relied upon ourselves. And I think that this goes back to our flavor of Midwestern, where we want to take care of ourselves. This garden could be a growing savior for our community.
The urban farming project, we believe, is going to be a win-win for everybody involved. There will be fresh produce available to either sell or to provide to the community. The city no longer maintains the land, so that's less of a cost for us. It's less land that, say, is paved over, and it's a good use for stormwater runoff. It definitely helps the environment, and frankly provides good community outreach opportunities for the city. It is definitely a win-win for everyone.
I would like to see urban gardens springing up around the city, because I think that shows the vibrancy and the life of the city and community involvement, and that's very important.
We have some internal issues to work out within the City of Dayton organization, which everybody's on board, and we're moving forward with those. There also seems to be great community interest and involvement, and there are currently about 50 community farms throughout the city. And I think that's one of the things that we really haven't put a lot of resources to until just recently. As we devote more time and more energy into the program and the community sees the benefits, it definitely will flourish.